Now looking ahead, there are 20-some cases that we are awaiting decisions for. It's Pride Month. We have another case of a small business owner who is arguing that their religious beliefs should exempt them from any sort of equitable legislation or mandate from the state. This time, again, in Colorado, we have a website designer who is trying to get into or disrupt the wedding website space, and also wants to argue that she should not be held to the same standard as other businesses and wants to exclude same-sex couples.
So I don't want to contest anything that you've said so far. I think that's accurate, but I do want to dive a little bit deeper into the background because I think it's important to understanding the case itself. So this is called the 303 Creative. And this is a website designer who has never made and never been asked to make a website for a wedding, for a married couple. She does commercial websites for like businesses. She does political websites. She does not do wedding websites, and she's never been asked. That immediately makes this very different from cases like Masterpiece Cake Shop, which involved a same-sex couple who was actually turned away by a baker and told, "I'm not going to sell you a cake." A case like Arlene's Flowers out of Washington State, where a florist said, "I will not serve you. I will not make flowers for your ceremony." Several cases involving photographers, cases involving venue owners. All of those involved actual discrimination. This case does not. This is about a website designer who walked into federal court and simply declared, "I want a decision saying that I have the theoretical right in the future to discriminate against LGBTQ people." Why did she do that? Because for many years, she was a struggling website designer, very much undistinguished. Then a few years back, a group called Alliance Defending Freedom decided to take her on as a client. This group is called ADF for short. They are a very far-right kind of Christian nationalist, Christian supremacist group that tries to push the courts and the law as far to the right as possible, especially when it comes to LGBTQ equality and reproductive freedom.
Is this a Leonard Leo group?
Leonard Leo is involved with this group in some ways, for sure. He has his tentacles in like all of these different groups.
Right.
Many of his proteges are involved with ADF as well. So ADF took her on as a client, and you can look in the Wayback Machine and sort of see like the transformation. They were like, you need to change your website to, instead of talking just about your work, to talk about how your work is devoted to your faith in Jesus Christ, and that everything you do is expressive speech on behalf of supporting Jesus Christ and your Lord. And if you do that, we will represent you, and we will make you a public figure and bring a high profile to your case. And, folks like Jack Phillips, the anti-gay cake baker, he's become like a celebrity, and Christian conservatives love going to his shop. And so this woman was given the opportunity. Her name is Lori Smith. She was given the opportunity to become a star on the right, and she took it.
Thank you for listening to this sample of the Insurgents podcast. To hear the rest of this episode and for more bonus content, please subscribe at theinsurgents.substack.com.